So hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is V. For today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be discussing my graduation with Oxford, what's going on, why after 4 years you have not yet seen me in my gown, walking the stage, holding my diploma and all of that good stuff. We're going to discuss it in this video, and I think I confused you guys in the last video when I was talking about my Harvard graduation because I was not feeling well. I said something like, how can I be finishing my master's degree before I've even finished my undergrad degree or something like that? And that is all a hot mess, honey. So we're going to talk about it in literally 3 minutes, 2 minutes time. So make sure you grab your cup of tea, coffee, water, whatever it is that you drink. But before we get into spilling the tea and chit-chatting and me reading you the emails and the updates from Oxford, I need to tell you guys about a very, very important collaboration happening today with the census. It is crucial that students fill it in, and I mean all of us students, whether you're domestic, international, all of us need to fill it in because it is so important. It happens every single 10 years, and the information that you guys fill in the census as students helps to inform the decisions about funding for things that go into the student community. So it's really important that to make sure our experiences as students are better and things like that and are better informed, we've got to fill it in, give our opinion, and it literally only takes 10 minutes. I filled mine in and I think it took me like 9 minutes, truthfully. I was a little quick, but I don't want to brag. But it should take you like literally 10 minutes, so you've got nothing to lose. All students must be included in the census form. It doesn't even matter if you're right now living in halls, you're living at uni or com, you're living in your home bedroom, wherever you are, you've got to make sure you filled in your part of the census form. And the census is super important because it's used by different organizations, local authorities, charities to provide us with the services that we need, like education, healthcare, transport, like basically everything. So it's really important that you guys are all counted in the census and that you guys are seen, heard. So make sure you click the link in my description box and just log on to the census website to get your code texted to you. Then you can just complete it using that very code. Follow the instructions on the census website, and this one is very important. Make sure you do it using your university address. You need to be counted at your university address, and yes, you can still complete it even though the deadline has gone. You still have time to complete it. Link in the description box. Let's go and make sure our student voice is heard. Okay, so here's the update on the university situation. I feel like I've literally confused you guys, and I feel so bad because I'm just bad at explaining things. Sometimes I feel like I over explain, so I try and like strip it back and put it in the most simplest form, and then I feel like I miss the important detail, like in the last video where it sounds like I'm saying that I haven't actually finished my degree as an undergrad but I've gone on to a master's. Sounds so confusing, but basically what I was saying was, and I think a lot of you did get what I was saying, but a few of you literally messaged me paragraphs on Instagram being like, what are you saying? This doesn't make any sense. So I'm just gonna explain it. Essentially what happened was I did a foundation year at Oxford, which I did in 2016 to 2017, and I graduated from that, which was my first ever real graduation. I did get a certificate for it. We had a whole graduation ceremony. I'll try and insert clips, but I don't know if I've still got them. And I was handed my, my little thing on a little string thing, and I've got it framed in my house. And that was my first ever graduation. Then I began my undergrad degree at Oxford in 2017, which was 3 years long, in classical archaeology and ancient history, and that was supposed to end July 2020, which it did, and I finished my exams. Everything was all good. I got my grades back in August. All was well, and we were supposed to have had our degree ceremonies, I believe, in August, I guess, but obviously the pandemic broke out and we just couldn't have that, so they postponed it until, I think they postponed it to like the winter times maybe. Then we got another email saying like, hey, it's not gonna happen then, we're gonna extend it again, and I think they extended it to May 2021, which is supposed to be like next month. And obviously we just got an email update being like, hey, it's not gonna happen, there's still too much in the air, so we can't have your graduations yet. Then they've postponed it until, I don't know where they've pushed it until now. I really can't be bothered to go through my email, but I believe they said they're going to try again for in a few months time. But I just personally don't think it's going to happen. So when I say I haven't graduated from my undergrad, what I mean is I don't have my graduate diploma degree thing yet. I don't even have the certificate yet. You can have this online version, but it literally has these words on it like copyright or something. I don't know. You can't even really print it because it's not the official one. So technically speaking, I haven't yet had my graduation, which is true. I just got my exam results back and I was told I've completed my degree, but that's not really a graduation, is it? I don't know. I'm not so bothered anymore. Like, I think at the beginning I was like, oh my god, it's not fair, I really want to walk on the stage. But now I'm like, hey, life happens. And you know me and my family and my friends, like, we are so creative. We're gonna make our own graduation. But as of now, I have not had my Oxford graduation. I did a pretend one at home with my mum and my sister and my brother, and that was okay-ish, but like, it was like there was no one there. I didn't even wear a gown. So when I say I haven't graduated, I mean I haven't worn the gown or the hat properly, or held, I need to know what that thing is called. I think it's just called the diploma. I haven't held my diploma. I haven't been like, the ceremonial side of it hasn't happened. So when I said that I have completed my master's degree, I'm gonna complete my master's degree in a month, but I haven't even graduated from my undergrad, that's what I meant. Like, I haven't officially done the graduation. Does that make, I feel like that makes so much sense. But literally, if you saw the DMs I got after that video, people were like, this doesn't make any sense, nobody can do a master's before they finish an undergrad. And I was like, that's not what I meant, that's not what I meant. But I just, yeah, so here I am over explaining something that I know you're going to be annoyed that I'm over explaining it, but honestly, and even if you go back to look at the comments on the last video, on the Harvard update video, you will see, like, people were like, what is she saying? I don't get it. So I hope that makes sense now. How do I feel about it? I feel sad, but at the same time, I'm like, life happens, you know, life happens. And I always try to look at the best case scenario, and the best case scenario is I've gotten to still be a student for like a year longer. Like, as in, if I'd had my Oxford graduation when I was supposed to have it, I'd have had it, it'd have been done. But now I still get to be like, I haven't graduated yet, which is quite cool. Like, I'm still excited about the prospect of a graduation coming. And I am going to do something. I should update you on that as well. I am going to have a Oxford and Harvard graduation at once, a big one in June once the restrictions lift. I am going to have one with my friends and family, and we're going to go all out. I keep saying that this has to be bigger than a wedding, because in my eyes and in my family's eyes, we're like, your education is like way more important than the union of love, which I know love is great and everything, and I can't wait to be married, but I want my graduation to be bigger than my wedding. Well, I don't know, maybe once I get married I'll feel different about that, but right now I'm like, this is a marriage of the minds. Like, what? Education should just be celebrated so much, and I'm so excited. So that's what I meant. And I am gonna, basically, I had that fake Oxford graduation last year after my last exam. I'm going to do the same thing again this year for the Harvard one after my last exam, because my mom really believes in celebrating before you know your results, because she's like, I want you to look at your achievement as an achievement without a grade attached to it, if that makes sense. Yes, the grade is a cherry on top, but you still completed the degree, you still gained skills, you still learned something. So we always try to do it the day after or the day of the exam, when the last exam is, because it's kind of like, I don't know, you really are showing yourself that you're celebrating regardless of what the result says. Yeah, so we're gonna do that in May, and then we're gonna have the real big, like, this is your graduation party in June, and that'll be the last of the parties. This is so cool. Now I've had, what, 3 parties in total? And if Oxford actually do go ahead and have a real ceremony, like the one where I wear the gown and I get to go to Oxford and like walk on the stage, and like the chancellor, you know, does the whole you're graduated thing, will I have another party again? Like, this is great. Like, this has actually worked out really well, because I just get to keep on celebrating up until I have that Oxford gown on. It's not over. Like, you're gonna hear me talk about this until that moment, because I feel like every student deserves to have that, and I know that a degree is more than just that moment, but we all look forward to it. Let's be real. Like, I'm gonna be honest about it, and if that makes me, I don't know, Can that make you materialistic? Does that make you, I don't even know if that counts because it's not really material. I don't know. But anyway, in this household, in the Kativhu household, we don't play games when it comes to celebrating education. So yeah, that is the deal. That is what's going on, and I hope that made sense. If it doesn't, we'll just keep on going over it, but I think we're good now. So that is why after 4 years at Oxford, I have not yet graduated properly. Like properly, I have finished, but I haven't yet graduated properly. And with the Harvard one, by the way, I think you got that from the last video. I'm never gonna go there. Like, as in, I'm never gonna get to go and walk the state. They're not giving that. They're just like, you get it online and that's that. Whereas Oxford keep on postponing it and they're not gonna cancel it. They want us to come back, have our ceremony in our Oxford gardens, have the photographer, have the afternoon tea, have the whole shebang. And I'm all for it. Even if it takes a year, 2 years, 3 years, I want it. And if they cancel it, fine, we'll recreate it in my back garden. I don't care. I'm just happy to be here, happy to have even had an education, and yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go now because my sister's ordered pizza and it smells so good. So I'm gonna go. See you guys soon, and I'm so sorry for talking about Oxford again. I promise you, once I have my graduation, I will stop. And that could be forever. But we'll see. See you in the next video. The pizza smells so good. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye.